off-topic, off-meds is a very high chance to be top 8. Oh, God. That's so funny. That's awesome. You know what? I'm not, that's not even funny bad. That's awesome. All right, we got a bunch of bot openers. Got an air opener from Tom. Nothing yet. We got an air open from 8D. Interesting from ZLO. I'm gonna assume he's gonna 2max bot lab for early aggression. I'm assuming. Flash with a 2max bot lab. Also, there's a lot of there's 2 people doing a 2max bot lab opener here. Like they'll just have units out quicker, and maybe can turn that into like a lot of extra metal. Well, hopefully somebody. Oh God, he's yelling at me. All right, there we go. Yep. It's rough. All right. All right. What are we doing? We got our normal openers. We're just getting units out, but there are already ticks across the field. Actually, Delph did a 2max opener as well, but it being grunts means it's a little more expensive than ticks. So if he plays a little defensively, he should be able to be totally fine here and not lose anything. They really cannot afford like to lose a mechs to this. Oh, that tick. Flash just out-microed him pretty hard there. That's actually really painful. Oh, he didn't get the mechs. That's good. Sure, you should shut down the other one if it can hit the tick. Okay. So far, you know what? Not a whole lot of value from that outside of they've definitely secured a lot of the reclaim in mid. Like they're already up 1,000 metal. So I guess I said there's not a lot of value. There's quite a substantial amount of value. The Shuri diff here is actually pretty substantial. Like this could swing back pretty hard. AT's got a fighter or 2 to actually deal with the shurikens, but there's already a pretty big advantage in just grunts here for Delph. You know, and JT's getting a good advantage with the Shuri control from Tom, considering he's ARM, and like this is like, you know, worst case scenario is pawns versus grunts. Like this is actually like pretty strong. Like JT just turned that into a massive win. Wallshot got the ticks in as well, though there are shurikens coming out, and they should be able to shut this down pretty easily, especially with that many grunts surrounding it. I mean, you know what? It still pulled back a lot of these grunts. It still pulled back a lot of these grunts and gave them some presence. Especially because now, well, now it's reaching the point of maybe it's a feed, right? We've got Tom's got a fighter. Tom had a fighter. And now you're reaching a point where you probably cannot raid without any... Interesting. I don't think AT meant to send that transfer there. He has AA from Little Panda. He's got AA here, so any shuriken trades should in theory go in his favor, but neither Little Panda or Tom pushing out with their commanders is actually kind of bad. I would say like they're... It's going to be hard for this many grunts to deal with the commander diff in that situation. And you don't really want to be the one commander slow pushing out after they've already like set up a defensive line. I feel like this is almost going to start swinging poorly for JT if he doesn't also have something reclaiming behind this, because it ends up just being metal gifts. Let's see, metal income wise, about 1,000. Oh man, over 1,000. Kind of rough for, oh, JT got squished. He's got maybe, okay, JT, the Centurions, I kind of like. I mean, I don't like them, they're terrible units, but I kind of like it. Oh, that is a really rough angle. I didn't think they could walk right there. That's actually really rough, but this is like perfect Centurion like situation. Like 1 by 1 grunts running into Centurions is basically like the best case scenario. All right. Zacruz has got his own Centurion. Funny enough, Centurions are pretty powerful in this situation with everybody basically hard spamming grunts and pawns this early. Delph kinda has. I was gonna say he has rocket advantage, but he kind of does against one of these players. But both of these players, that's a little too much. Whereas Volshok's kind of been, you know, trying to help JT secure this reclaim field that's been growing here. 600 metal is somewhat substantial. AT's already, he swapped off of air. He swapped off of air to drop a tank lab, which I think is pretty impactful, because you don't really have to worry about shurikens so much if you have a whole lot of lashers. I thought Tom was gonna go for it. He's gonna go for the big plays. Yeah, Delph's just kind of getting outnumbered and crushed here. His commander's very low. 200 health is you get sneezed on and die. This is going, I think, a little worse for our red team than their matchup against TZN. As they seem to just be kind of getting ground down. See, Tom is not scouted, so he doesn't know that 8D has swapped. I mean, he should, because he can see 8D's got units. And unfortunately, he's not reacted particularly quickly. He's making bombers now, but it's almost too late. Like 8D's got an enormous tank army here, and Little Panda's already, I think, well, he's about to die. Like there's nothing in front of him. You've got a whole bunch of tanks and rocket bots running at him with like grunts just waiting for it. If his comm dies, like I wouldn't be surprised if they just run at him. This is rough. This is really rough for red team. They're losing out on mexes. Ooh, Pawns can kill a commander really quickly, but this is a bad angle, I would say. Ooh, it was a bad angle. The LLTs don't have the energy to fire. He doesn't have the energy to fire. KT got the LLT! Ooh, man, 130 health. Little close. Little close. Not very close, just a little close. But even that, they're about to be in the base of red team. This is a strong push. And I so far I don't bombers at this point aren't going to deal with the tank army in your face, right? Like they can deal with any follow up, but there's just something needs to happen now. Like it doesn't matter if you stall them out later. Oh, especially if you are at 4 health and about to die. You have 80 HP. You cannot. Yeah, there you go. This is probably the good reaction. It might have needed to happen earlier, I would almost say, based on like now that they are on their side of the map. Like blue team is on red team's side of the map. Like, where are the bombers? Wait, the bombers just fly over A? No, there they are. He's getting value. He is getting value, but frankly, a lot of people made AA. Like, and he's looks like he's microing down here. So yeah. I mean, 8D is actually kind of struggling to micro a little bit. Although I guess maybe he doesn't need to with so many more units than Tom Ruler. Janus are good, but yeah, they tap it. It's hard to recover from that. It was just way too much damage done. Honestly, they baited out the air, and then like this swap from 8D was very powerful. Like it completely crushed that side. Like there was no contestation whatsoever.